Hello guys, Bud here with Dependable Lawn Care, and this is my 2020 lawn care setup video. The truck that pulls the whole setup, this is my 2011 F250. It's a short bed, 4-door, 4-wheel drive, and it has the 6.2 liter gas engine. Now this is the XL model. It's got just the plain Jane steel wheels, black bumpers, black grille, basically just your base model work truck. And I absolutely love this thing. Honestly, the simplicity of it is what I love. It does have the vinyl flooring, so I'll show you that real quick. So it's got the vinyl flooring throughout the entire truck, so you don't have any carpet. Holds on to debris. This thing's super easy to clean out. I use just an oversized, like a beach towel on the seats for seat covers. And this is the only thing that I don't like about this truck. When I was looking for a truck, I wanted to find one that had vinyl seats. So there again, it would be easy to keep clean. Cloth holds on to odors and stains and all of that. So for a work truck, it's not ideal. But this was the best deal I could find. And that was the only thing that I didn't necessarily like about it. So not a deal breaker by any means. I've got a diamond plate toolbox that holds a lot of the miscellaneous tools. And for you guys that don't already know, or maybe don't know that much about me, I'm a full-time firefighter for the city that I live in. And then I run my lawn care business between shifts. And so I have to keep my fire gear and things like that, and so I keep all of that in the toolbox as well. Then in the back of the truck, we keep this tub just to throw sticks and things in, and then when we get back to the house at the end of the day, we can just empty that out. I've got my Chapin backpack sprayer, and then we keep a cooler in the back of the truck, and I ice that down every 3 days. And that way we can keep water bottles and other drinks and stuff instead of just having a water cooler where we only have water with us. So that's the truck. And while I'm over here, I'll show you real quick. Most of you guys have seen this, but this is a 7x16 open trailer, landscape style trailer. This was my initial mowing trailer when I first started the business, and it still gets used a lot. We use it a lot for cleanup jobs, and it's always ready to go as a backup mowing trailer. You can see it's set up with green touch trimmer racks and backpack blower racks, and so it's ready to go if we needed it for mowing. If we ever get big enough where we're going to run a second crew, then I'll already have a second trailer ready to go. The 2020 Homesteader Intrepid 8.5x20 V-nose. It has the 3,500 pound axles. It does have screwless sides, so you notice there's no screws in the panels. It's all I believe aircraft glue is what they use to glue the paneling to the frame. It's got screws around the trim, but those are the only screws that are in it. So just makes for a much cleaner looking trailer. And if I get this wrapped or decaled, or I guess I should say when I get it wrapped or decaled, we won't have all those screws in the way that have to be taken out. So I did order that extra, and then I also ordered the 48-inch side ramp door instead of a walk-in door. And I did that with the FW15 in mind, and also, future growth if I end up getting a 36-inch stand-on. One, I have enough room in the trailer to add that, and two, the door is big enough to utilize it. I purchased all of my Ferris mowers new in 2019, and so we're going into the second season. Absolutely love these Ferris machines. As some of you guys might know, my previous videos, I went from an all commercial John Deere setup to an all commercial Ferris setup, and I did that last year. I did that in the spring of 2019, and I still have one of my John Deere mowers left that I use for aeration, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't even use it to mow anymore. But absolutely love these Ferris machines. So this is the FW15 Hydro. It's a 32-inch self-propelled. It's pretty much a self-propelled mower on steroids, except it's got a differential rear end with a hydraulic drive, forward and reverse, and swivel casters on the front. They make two different models of this. One has the swivel casters and one just has fixed front wheels. And guys, I absolutely love this mower. I mean, it is so easy to use. It's powerful. It has a 10.2 horse Honda GXV 390. Currently setting at 16.2 hours. And I did have to add the hour meter. That's the only thing that I would say they could probably improve on with this mower, is that it should have come with an hour meter. Now I have the full mulch kit installed on this mower right now. I have the bagger system for it, which is off of it currently, except for the front weight, which I actually leave on because it performs better with that front weight, because this mower just has so much torque. It has a tendency to pop up in the front end, so I just leave that front weight on. But the full mulch kit, so it's got the baffling that goes inside the deck, it's got the mulch plate, and then also the mulch blades. So planning on just running that all season this year, unless I have issues with it, but so far it's performing great. I use it on my own yard. In fact, this is the only mower that I use on my yard now. I just really like this mower. So moving on from there, I have the 52-inch Z3X with the 33 horse Vanguard EFI. Both of my Z3s have the oil guard system, which, if you're not familiar with that, it's basically a 500-hour oil change, and the machine holds 5.5 quarts of motor oil, full synthetic motor oil. And I absolutely love that. You talk about a machine that is low maintenance. You know, imagine going through an entire mowing season and not having to change your oil. So absolutely love that. These Vanguard engines, of course, you know, big horsepower, but they are an absolute freaking tank. More power than you know what to do with, honestly. I mean, they're just incredible. So I'm also running, I have the Toro trash bag kit on both of these mowers, and that's just simply because when I bought these mowers, Ferris wasn't offering one of those. I don't know if they are now or not, but I picked up one of those trash bag kits for both mowers. I've also installed the Jungle Gyms trimmer rack on both mowers. So really like those. You know, big properties, you can take your trimmers with you and have them with you when you need it. Saves you a lot of walking. And then I also run the quick shoot block. Let me demonstrate that real quick. So the quick shoot block, and it's not a mulch kit, it's just a shoot block, which helps you control your clippings. If you're near landscaping or houses or vehicles or anything like that where you don't want to throw debris, it's just a shoot block. So I know sometimes people get the shoot blocks confused for mulch kits, and they're not the same thing. But anyway, forward is open, and this is these have the longer handles on them. They're really easy to reach from the driver's platform, so it's really not inconvenient to use them. Back is closed, and these are a heavy plastic cover, so they're very durable, but they're also a lot quieter than the metal chute blocks that have a tendency to kind of rattle against the deck. And then this also has a quarter open position, so if you want to let some of the clippings out but you don't want them flying way out, you can do that. So I really like those quick shoot blocks. And then moving on from the 52, we have the 61-inch Z3X. Same setup, except that this one has the 37 horse Vanguard EFI. And again, the oil guard system. I do have the Jungle Gyms trimmer rack on this one, and then again the quick shoot block. And I'm really a big fan of these quick shoot blocks, guys. There's not a lot of moving parts. You don't have any cables that can wear out and break. You don't have like with some of the systems, you know, you'd have a foot pedal back here somewhere. I like having my platform open, so when I'm on hills and things, I've got the full platform. I can put my feet anywhere I want and not have anything in the way. And that's one of the downsides to having the type that has the foot pedal, is having that, you know, possibly in your way. It could possibly be a tripping hazard. So, you know, I like just having the quick shoot where you don't have any other moving parts and the things will last just forever. I've put over 300 hours on each one of these mowers, my son and I have, and been running the quick shoots the whole time and not a single issue. So I also have Protero vacuum systems for both of these mowers, and I'll show you that in a different video. That's basically for the fall cleanup situations. But let's move inside the trailer and show you the current setup. Now, I will say that the trailer is pretty bare right now, which I kind of like. You know, it's kind of like a clean slate. I do have a lot of other green touch racks coming for the inside of the trailer that I'll be adding as those come in. But for right now, this is what I have. And really, this is all that we need to get out and mow grass and make money. So got the green touch trimmer spool rack that has the cutter right on top. Really like that. Thing's just super convenient. Got the version 3 backpack blower racks from Green Touch. These racks are super secure, very high quality. I really like the color of them. You know, they're bright, kind of brighten up the trailer. And what I'm running for backpack blowers is the 570 BTS by Husqvarna and the 580 BTS by Husqvarna. Absolutely love both of these blowers. The one thing that I'll say, if you're thinking about making a purchase on these blowers, when we wear the 580 out, which it's on its 3rd season and still running strong, but when we wear that one out, we're probably going to replace it with another 570. And the reason why is because the 570 is a little bit lighter, a little bit quieter, but still has just as much power and gets just as much done as the 580. So I'm not bashing the 580 at all, but I really feel like the 570 is so close in comparison that we could replace it with the 570 and probably wouldn't notice any difference other than the fact that it's lighter and quieter. So coming over here, most of my Husqvarna stick equipment is the 525, you know, commercial series Husqvarna. So we have the 525, I believe that's a ECS, the edger with a Darwin's grip on it. The Darwin's grip is really a back saver, especially on the edger. I don't know why, but it seems like with the edger I do a lot more bending over than I do with trimmers, and so that Darwin's grip is a real back saver. Then I'm running the 525 LS Husqvarna trimmers. We do run those without guards, and I know that's a big debate. You know, with guards, without guards, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own experiences, good and bad. You know, I respect guys' opinions that want to run them, and I respect guys' opinions that don't want to run them. But for us, we just find they're a lot more efficient without. So the one stick piece that I have that is not 525 series is the 128 CD. And the 128 CD is an older trimmer, but it's got the combi system. So right now I have an extension on it. And then up here in front of the trailer on the shelf, I have a hedge trimmer attachment, a chainsaw attachment, and an edger attachment that I can put on that. So that's just a very handy piece of equipment. Also up here on the top shelf, it's here right now because I don't have a rack for it yet, but this is the 525 pole hedge trimmer, and I don't even use other hedge trimmers anymore. I only use that because that thing is just so nice, so handy. really saves your back by having that pole and not having to bend over. So the rest of the stuff on the shelves, just tools, safety equipment, some miscellaneous odd and end that you need for the day-to-day. You know, a lot of spare parts, extra things that, you know, you might need to replace out in the field. And then I have some Green Touch gas racks coming, or gas can racks rather. But until those come in, I'm just using this 2x2 on the floor to kind of keep everything there. Got 2 5-gallon regular gas cans, thing of bar oil, and then 2.5-gallon mix for our mixed fuel. And then this little guy, you guys will see in another video, but that is my little contraption that I made for holding the FW15 in place. So the FW15 gets parked up here in the front, and then that leaves us a ton of space for the 2 Z3X mowers. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to pull the Z3s and the FW15 in here, show you how everything is set up when we go out to mow. So this is how it all fits in here, and as you'll see, there is plenty of space for all the equipment and equipment to come. The one thing I like about having this trailer going from a 7x16 last year to an 8.5x20 this year is the amount of space that it gives you. It's just incredible how much space we have in this trailer compared to the 7x16. So there's space to walk around all the mowers, space for everything to park, and be able to move it all around. As I said before, right now there's enough room to put another stand-on mower in here. I mean, there's honestly enough room to put another 61-inch mower in here, or 72-inch. Most likely what I would end up purchasing down the road from now would be either a 36 stander for backyards or a 72-inch Z3X for the larger properties. But I don't really have any plans of purchasing anything at this time. This setup works excellent for us, and really no reason to change. So as I get more of the Green Touch racks in, guys, and I get those put on, I'll be updating you guys on the installs on all of those racks, and updating you on the setup on the trailer. But for right now, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Get out there and make some money, and we'll catch you on the next one.